That was God Save the Queen by, of course, the Sex Pistols. Before that, something new, well, not new, but a new recording, a new version of it by The Exploited with God Save the Queen. Let's see, we got a group of individuals sitting in here. Say hi.
Hello.
Oh, okay, I was going to see how this sounds. Let's see, when did you guys all get started?
Well, we got started about, let's see, beginning of 1984. And it was just me sitting around with a bunch of tunes with no context whatsoever, no purpose in life. Then I just sort of said, hey, why don't we do something about this before I kill myself? So I said, okay, and called up my good friend Mark McLean, who was on guitar, and then Andy Aringas on bass. He later, let's say, dissolved, and now we have Joe Garcia on bass. Say hello, Joe, again.
Hi, everybody.
There we go. That's nice, Joe. And here on drums is Ubaldo Ayala. Ubaldo, how you doing? And we got the 45 out, Destroyer of Fun, the
Yes,
sellout.
a 7-inch
Yes.
EP they got out. It's not hard to miss. It's got a Kelly Green thing in the middle and a Kelly Green label on the record. So, let's see, we'll be hearing some of that later. You also have some tapes out, right?
Yeah, well, we're on different compilation tapes. No actual demo tapes of just us. Let's say something like Dial a Trance, Chicago compilation put out by Certain Death. Then there's Hurricane Party from Pensacola, Florida, War Between the States from South Carolina, and the list goes on.
Uh-huh.
So.
Well, that sounds great. What shows have you played recently?
Recently, let's see, we did the NBAU and Cause benefit at University of Chicago in late November. Then about a week after that, we did Tropic Zone with bands like Political Justice, Blatant Dissent,
Right.
God, The Night Remorse,
That was like the only show ever done there, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And,
It's all right,
Uh-huh. And then, let's see.
Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. That was a good one. It was called A Rock Against Racism there, or so we found out.
Uh-huh.
And, and that went off pretty good, I guess. I don't know, there's about 150, 60 people out there, and it's considered their whole scene.
Wow.
And they were pretty happy about that, considering DOA got maybe half that, and they were kind of mad at that, and they were telling all sorts of bands not to go over there. So,
Oh,
you know,
so
you
you got
take
a
your
pretty good
chances.
turnout.
So, yeah, we got lucky, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then, let's see. Lately we've been getting shafted a lot, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. A lot of
Quite a
people, you
lot.
know, quite a lot.
Quite a
Different
lot.
people, you know, offering us jobs in different cities, and then not, you know, either
Not
the
good luck,
the clubs close down,
Yeah, that
Or-
seems to be rather frequent happening.
quite, or you know, they're having trouble getting some sort of hall rented, or having some sort of financial difficulties. So, bless you, Joe. And voila.
Okay, what I'd like to do is play a song from your single before we go any further. This is called Destroyer of Fun. It's off of their 7-inch. If you wanted to say a few words of what it's about.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Senior year.
Well, more or less is a rejection of peer pressure, I guess, because it gets everybody. It makes a lot of people feel guilty and puts too much unjust pressure on one individual. And it's time for people to, stand up and say no, I guess, to all of it, and saying, hey, I got my own way of thinking, my own way of living. Let me share my experiences with you. Don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
So.
All right, so here's Destroyer of Fun by a group of individuals.